I did see a bunch of people smiling and laughing. I'm not upset at that because, as I said, I was one of those people. But so to anyone who was, laughing when a bloke on a bicycle was getting cleaned up by a car, the body's flying through the air, it looks funny on a TV screen when you're young. I laughed at it too. It's different when you're behind the wheel. It's different when that person on the bicycle is your best mate or your dad or your mum. It's very different. I used to laugh at commercials like that. Now I'm holding back tears because I'm one of those people in that ad. And it only takes one time. Evan, skinny kid, playing his guitar. I'm a musician. I absolutely love it. It is who I am. The photos on the right, you see like a bearded, disheveled, dirty mess. And I know I'm smiling in those photos, but the person in these photos is a broken human being. And I'm drinking and I'm smoking weed and I'm doing drugs because I'm broken. And because I never taught myself how to deal with my own emotions. So I want to take you guys back to when I was in school, because it wasn't just I got drunk one night and got in a car and had an accident, because my car crash was not an accident. It was 7 or 8 years of negative habit forming, bad decisions, bad choices, bad friendship groups, not paying attention in school, not listening, that led me to that crash. I was young and I'd get picked on. It would just break me. And instead of brushing it off, understanding bullying for what it was, which is like unjust cruelty, I gave my music up. And in doing that, I really lost a piece of myself. Now, the reason that I gave it up was because from a young age, from 12, 13 years old, I chose to associate vulnerability with weakness. Being who I really was weak in my head because it gave bullies a chance to have a go at me. So I immediately put on this tough guy facade. Kid up the back of the gym, cracking jokes, laughing, too cool for school, too cool to be listening to anything that anybody says, right? I knew better, So I started fighting at school, and I actively started searching for something that would stop me feeling the way that I was feeling, because I was feeling hurt, I was feeling insecure. The bullying damaged my self-esteem, my self-confidence. Disengaging from school. I thought, school's not for me. There's nothing that I can learn here. And I can tell you now, as a 27-year-old who's just finished doing 2.5 years in jail and who's trying to rebuild their life, I wish I had stayed in school. I wish I had just got my VCA. I wish I had got some qualification. I've got nothing. I have absolutely nothing. And I'm 27. It's apples and oranges. You're talking about a fine or a loss of license to jail time. Time in jail, no questions asked. Not like a special jail where just drink drivers go, like actual jail with murderers and bad dudes. That applies for girls too. Jail sucks. I'll say that now. I don't know if I lost consciousness or the paramedics gave me something, but I lost consciousness there and I woke up completely naked in a hospital bed. Now, I can say this much, I have never felt more hated in a room in my entire life. I'm there, stark naked as the day I was born, face all looks like someone's run a cheese grater on my face because my head's full of windscreen glass. And there's doctors and paramedics and nurses kind of rushing around me. But there's just this air of frustration and hatred. and I'm trying to stop them to ask them, are my passengers okay? Is everybody all right? What condition is everybody in? And they couldn't tell me, they didn't know anything, but they didn't want to talk to me. And I understand why. Because at this point, I'm one of those people in the commercial. I'm the bloody idiot. Now, hospital staff, doctors and nurses, paramedics are sick and tired of people like me taking care away from people who really need it, right? There's other people in that hospital who need help. They're not tending to those people because they've got to come and look after me. Some selfish idiot who thought everything's a joke and has now nearly killed 5 people. And now here I am needing help. They did not like me. They did everything that they were supposed to do, give me the care that I needed to do their duty of care, but they didn't want to be around me. Now, I want you guys to think about this for a second. I was in a very serious car accident. Every single mistake a person can make, but I've managed to turn my life around, right? I didn't have to go to jail to turn my life around. You guys don't have to go to jail to turn your life around. You don't have to get expelled or drop out to turn your lives around. If you're going through things now, when you're going through things in your life, go and get professional help. When I was in jail, I went and saw a counsellor every single week, and I remember his name. I will never forget him. The guy saved my life. If you guys are going through things, right? I went through stuff at school, and I didn't deal with it. I used drugs and alcohol. I used everything else. If you're going through things, go and see the counsellor. Go and talk. Talk about it. Speak up. Because otherwise, everything that you're going through right now, you're just going to bottle it up, and it manifests itself in different ways.